All right, we are headed to the 2019 Digital Marketing Conference. Neil Patel will be speaking, and yours truly. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm just a spectator, you know, networking with the humans around. But it should be fun, so I'll take as much video as I can, and everyone there is basically some sort of marketing expert. So yeah, it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. As you can see, we are stuck in the good old traffic. We don't like traffic. No, no. No, no. Come on, man. Just go. All right, this is super bizarre. This conference is at one of the biggest movie theaters in Utah. I mean, I guess there's space, but I still think that's weird. So let's do it. My keys. All this good stuff. We got all this fun stuff. All the food. Private event business. Oh, you can get a massage? Okay. That's cool too. Sure.
Keep going here. Sarah McCulley, are you in the theater? I heard you scream. Come on.
I heard you scream. Humans. We got everyone.
All right. We've got coming up next.
All those humans. They're all Neil Patel.
I'll take this one. It fell out here. All right. Queenie Lou. Nice to meet you. I'm Ryan. I've got a nomadic backpack for you. Queenie, are you in the theater? All right. There she is. This is a nomadic backpack. If you guys haven't talked to Nomadic, they've got some fabulous merchandise, definitely worth checking out. If you guys can bring your hands together for Mr. Neil Patel, he's the co-founder of Crazy Egg, Hello Bar, Kissmetrics. He helps companies like Amazon, NBC, GM, HP, Viacom grow their revenue. The Wall Street Journal calls him a top influencer on the web. Forbes says he's one of the top 10 online marketers, and Entrepreneur Magazine says he created one of the 100 most brilliant companies in the world. My friends, this is Mr. Neil Patel.
Oh yeah.
How you guys all doing today? Yeah. Awesome. If you don't mind, I'm going to grab a sip of water before we start.
What's up, guy?
What's up? Long time no see.
Long time.
You know, I got into Utah yesterday? No, I got it Wednesday. Today's Friday. Yeah, so I got it Wednesday night, and I didn't realize how hot it was going to be. I was like, where's the cold weather? And then I got to our office, and then I was like, oh, here it is. And they're just like, man, they're like, this isn't that bad. I'm like, this is freezing. I'm like, what's the temperature here? They're like, 60-something degrees. And I was like, I don't know how you guys do this. I'm from California, where my winters are like 60 degrees. So today I want to talk to you guys all about the future of digital marketing. It's not what many of you guys think. My Twitter handle, Neil Patel. You can ask me questions after my speech as well. I should have some time for some Q&A. My background, I'm the co-founder of an ad agency called Neil Patel Digital. Funny enough, most people don't know, we have an ad agency in Lehi called NPXL.
Oh yeah.
Love Utah. You know, they're like, did you ever live here? I'm like, not in this weather. Well, I do love it. You know, it's funny, in California, we get robbed all the time. My team was telling me yesterday, like, yeah, sometimes I'm in the parking lot, I open up someone else's car, and I realize, oh, this isn't my car. And I just close the door, I'm like, who leaves their car open? You know? Or we were driving into the city yesterday from Lehi, and when we were driving into the city, the HOV lane says HOV or pay. And I was like, well, what is this? They're like, oh, it's based on the honor system. And I'm like, only in Utah, I've never seen the honor system. Like in California, you would have everyone in the HOV lane. It was just the honor system. But yeah, in general, love this place to death. I typically come here almost every single year for Sundance, and I've been spending more and more time in Salt Lake, but you guys got an amazing city. So, all right, so got some testimonials, all this kind of stuff. The point I'm trying to show this isn't because I really think I'm better at marketing than anyone else. I think that's actually false. I can learn from anyone, whether you're a school teacher or you're starting up. There's so many people that teach me new things. But what's unique is I see both sides of the table when it comes to digital marketing. Not only do I see it from a marketer's perspective, also a client's perspective, I also see it from the platform's perspective, from people like Facebook hitting me up, working with them, working with the Googles of the world. And because of that, I'm seeing all sides of marketing, right? From the marketer's point of view, the platform's point of view, and also the client's point of view. So let's play a little game before we get started. How many blogs do you think are out there on the web? Take a guess.
10 billion.
10 billion? There's only 7-ish billion people in the world. That's a pretty good guess, though. I do like that try. There's roughly 1 billion that's counted for, so that realistically my guess is there's probably 2. So that 10 billion number isn't that crazy. But when you think about it, that's roughly 1 blog for every 7 people. Do you think we really need that many blogs out there? No? I agree with that either. I think there's too much blogs and websites out there. How many enterprise companies do you think are leveraging digital marketing? If you guys had to take a guess. What percentage? 95, 50? You guys want to go a bit higher? 100%. It's pretty much 100%. You know, it's funny, I was speaking once at a company called Fortive. Fortive is an industrial conglomerate that has like a market cap of $20 or $30 billion in the state of Washington. No one knows who they are. They still leverage digital marketing, right? Even companies you may have never heard of that will sell oil pumps and stuff like that. They're all leveraging digital marketing. Now, startups raise a lot of money. Where do you think the majority of their money goes to? This one should be easy for you because you guys are all in Utah. What do people in Utah, what are they known for, other than religion? MLMs is close. What else are they known for? Sales. If you can sell religion, you can sell anything. It's true. I think the best sales reps in the world come from Utah, hands down. I learned yesterday when they do their missions, you gotta actually pay to do the missions. So you're selling, and you gotta pay money. I'm like, whoa, I never heard of this concept. So what percentage of voice searches will take place by 2020, if you guys had a guess? 50%. So that's some interesting stats. All right, now let's get started. So Google's revenue during a recession. 2008 was a recession. We're going to have another recession coming up soon, in theory. Who knows when? What do you think happened to Google's revenue during the last recession? Didn't go down, right? Think of it this way. When the next recession comes, if you're spending money on paid advertising, and you pay Google $1 to make $2, do you think you would stop spending money during a recession? No, it's profitable. So now let's get into what I have learned about marketing and what's going to change in the future. So fact number 1, marketing is going omni-channel. You guys familiar with the term omni-channel? It's multiple channels. You can't just rely on social media, Facebook ads, or one channel. In essence, you got to leverage all of them. Here's marketing spend by channel. If you look at the numbers, Google Ads is number 1, which makes sense. They make the most revenue. Then Facebook ads, makes sense. They're worth a ton of money as well. Then SEO, then content marketing, social media. The social media here is organic. And then other. Some of the other stuff is like Twitter ads and stuff like that. Not so popular. Conversion rate by channel. Google AdWords, not shocking. Number 1. Why do you guys think it's the number 1? Yeah, it's intent-based. You guys got it right. Facebook ads, not intent-based, doesn't convert as well. SEO and content marketing, you got to write a ton of content marketing or content to rank. So when someone goes to your page, they're probably going to read 2,000 words before they convert. Then social media, right? And then other. Average number of social shares per post. You guys see a trend here. What do you think is happening in this trend? What do you think is going to happen in 2020? That's right, it's going to go down. Why do you think it's been going down over the years? A lot of people are posting their content, sharing it. In addition to these social platforms have to monetize. They monetize through ads. If they got you amazing reach without spending any money on advertising, what do you think is going to happen? You wouldn't spend as much money on advertising. Medium is picking up. Tumblr, I do see this picking up in 2020 because WordPress bottomed out. Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, I believe all of those will pick up. Facebook, not so much as much, but I think YouTube, LinkedIn will pick up a lot more. In essence, if you guys are publishing content, publish it everywhere. Google doesn't penalize for duplicate content, so might as well maximize how much traffic you can get. What percent of your organic search traffic goes to your blog? It's on an upward trend. In other words, if you want to rank and do well, you need to post content. Google wants to rank text-based content. They don't want to rank pay-per-click landing pages organically. What portion of your customers found you through your blog? Again, you're seeing the trend go up. Right now, there's so much content, there's so many websites, there's so many competitors. Do you think people just buy whatever they see the first time? No. They want to get to know you. This is why blogging is so effective. Now, this is what's one of my most interesting charts. What has led to your biggest traffic gains? Translations is first. How many of you guys have ever translated your content? Only a handful of you. This is the biggest traffic increase people are seeing right now, going after other regions. English is popular, but the majority of the world doesn't speak English. You know what's beautiful about a lot of you guys here in this room? You guys speak another language because you guys went on a mission in a different country. I've heard recently some people go to Hawaii and stuff like that. I'm like, ooh, how'd you get that? They're like, oh, you don't get a pick, you get selected. I was like, wait, you gotta pay 10 grand, you gotta sell, and you don't get to pick the location? You guys are the best sales reps ever. So, translate your content. Another one is, you guys all write new content for blogging and things like that, but have you ever thought about updating your old content? Search engines, all these platforms, they want new, fresh content. You don't have to write new content. If you just update your old content, you'll get a ton more traffic. One of the easiest wins. You'll notice that your older content was getting more traffic before than it is now. Why? Because it's old and you're not updating as much. I write 1 blog post a week. My team updates over 90 blog posts a month. You see what's happening here? I get 5 million visits a month. It comes from updating old content. Blogging more, that works as well. You know, reusing your content, repurposing on all the other platforms. Videos is going to be a huge winner in the next few years. Infographics used to be more hot, not as much anymore, and then of course there's other. Now here's something interesting. What channel provides the biggest ROI for companies? If you had to guess, what marketing channel provides the biggest ROI, what would you have to guess is? It's not Google AdWords. There's something in the other category that most marketers don't do.
Email.
Email is effective. Conversion optimization. It's the category that we all know about. None of us want to run A/B tests. It's a lot of work, but it produces the biggest ROI for all the companies that we researched into. So what's cool about going omni-channel is it's not hard to see what's working for your competitors. You can use tools like SEMrush, and you can type in your competitor URL, see what they rank for organically, or what they're doing paid marketing on, and this all helps you determine what to go after. You don't want to pay for a tool. I have a free one called Ubersuggest. You can use it all day long for free, no login required. What runs where? Another one, it shows you where all your competitors are running their banner ads. Built with shows you if your competitors are running A/B tests, and if they are, what should you do? Look it up on Wayback Machine, because you can see their older variations versus their new ones. Ahrefs, good tool to figure out who's linking to what. Wayback Machine, as I mentioned, you can put in a URL of a competitor, click on a date, and you can see their old landing pages versus their new ones. Link Explorer by Moz, another good one to see backlink count.
Now, when you go omni-channel, what do you think is happening with CPAs? It's actually going down. When you leverage more than one channel at once, funny enough, your CPAs across all channels, the pattern that we continually see is they go down. In other words, it makes marketing more and more affordable. People would think otherwise. You start doing more marketing, it gets more expensive. Not necessarily. People see you more, it gets cheaper. Fact number 2, user metrics are the key to beating Google, right? So everyone here loves Google. And the thing with user metrics is everyone believes that, hey, if you want to grow your search rankings, what do you have to do? You have to rank higher. But it's not necessarily the case. So years ago, I was blogging on one of my old blogs, Quickscrop, and I asked the audience, hey, I think anyone can get to $100,000 a month in income. You want me to prove it to you? And they're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, tell me which website to create, and I'll do it without using my name. And they picked a nutrition website. As you can tell by looking at me, I don't know anything about nutrition other than I was born with good genes. Skinny parents. You know? My dad would be like, he's like, I'm gaining weight. My dad's like 5'8", and he's like 135 pounds. Yeah. You're really gaining weight there, Dad. The other day he asked me, he's just like, oh, you know, on YouTube, I heard there's videos on sit-ups. Send them to me so I can lose some weight. I was like, Dad, have you ever thought about stop eating ice cream before you go to sleep? And then he was like, I like ice cream. Send me the videos on YouTube. So nonetheless, I started a nutrition website. As you can see, the traffic grew. And the way I did this was really simple. One of the main tactics I use, other than creating content, is I'll go into Google Search Console, look at clicks, impressions, CTR, those boxes are important to check, and it tells you all the pages that you're ranking for, the clicks are getting, and the impressions. You want to look for the pages that have a ton of impressions and not so many clicks. Ideally, pages are under 4% CTR. And then from there, you click, you see all the keywords. You want to look for the keywords that have under a 5% CTR, because those are the ones that have the biggest potential. Again, you look for the keywords that have under a 5% CTR, pages that have under a 4% CTR. You want to take those keywords, make sure they're in your content, you're in your title tag, your meta description, assuming they can fit in. If they can't, put the most popular ones. Your title tag's roughly limited to around 60 characters. Now, once you make the changes, you want to have Google recrawl the page and re-index it. Now here's the thing, if there's 2 sites ranking on Google, and everyone clicked on the number 2 listing instead of the number 1 listing, what do you think Google does? Yeah, it changes it. They move the number 2 listing to number 1 due to the fact that it shows them that everyone's clicking on the number 2 listing. It's called user metrics. So the way you can get more clicks is you use words like how to. Let's see if that helps. All right, if you guys want my slides, sorry about this, Kelly. Email Kelly, Kelly, N as in Neil, P as in Paul, A as in Apple, C as in cat, C as in cat, E as in elephant, L as in lion.com. Oh, the slides are working. Sorry about that, Kelly. All right, so here's some keywords that help increase your click-through rate. How to, list-oriented posts like 11 ways to do X, Y, and Z. Yeah, I guess you're going to get some emails, Kelly. What do all winners have in common? We got 3 people here. Michael Jordan, you guys should all know him. He's the reason you guys don't have any rings here in Utah. I do love the mailman and John Stockton. John Stockton's amazing at giving assists. Although he's from Seattle. But the mailman still lives here. He has a lot of businesses here. His house is so big, I heard on TV, I watched him on TV being like, look, there's still Easter eggs from last year because my kids couldn't find them all. I was like, good for you. Well, so what do the rest of the winners have in common? Right? The rest of the winners didn't beat you guys, because only Jordan did. I'm kidding you. Utah's an amazing basketball team. You guys probably won't get a ring next year, but still. I'm a Lakers fan. You guys can't blame me at all.
You won't get a ring either.
Yeah, that's true. You probably won't get a ring either. So, these three individuals, they all have a name that starts with an M. That's one thing they have in common, but that's not really what I'm looking for. What else do they have in common? Anyone want to take a guess?
They're obsessive.
They are obsessive. You know? One of them, maybe two of them has had legal trouble. Michael Phelps for smoking weed. I think back in the day got in trouble for that, at least with his sponsors. Mark Zuckerberg for Pepsi. Little different topics. They're all rich. That's another thing in common. But there's something that you guys are missing. What do you think it is? They all have mentors. They didn't get there on their own. Michael Jordan had Bill Jackson, amazing coach. Michael Phelps had a swimming coach. I would say his name, but I don't know who he is. Mark Zuckerberg had who? Sean Parker. If it wasn't for Sean Parker, you would be using the Facebook. That's a much longer URL to type in. Just think about how many times you've been to Facebook in your life. Those extra 3 letters add up. That probably would have saved you 50 minutes from your whole life. But in essence, they all had mentors. They got to where they are, not on their own. They invested in mentorship and they learned from the best. If you wanted to climb Mount Everest, would you just fly over to Nepal and climb to the top? No, you would die. I don't want to see you die. You'd actually go there, get a Sherpa, get some training, and then eventually work your way up to climbing to the top. It's realistic. Now, mentorship doesn't have to cost you money. You can read blogs, listen to podcasts, watch videos on YouTube. All ways you can learn for free. Here's the best part. You guys all have competitors. I love when my competitors are like, we're going to 5,000s. Cool, I can see your growth rate, how much headcount you have, what you're doing. I love when the founders start interviewing at all these podcasts and they reveal how they're growing and their secret strategies that you can now copy. That's a good way to grow faster. You just start looking at what your competitors are doing. They're spilling their beans online. The reality is marketing never stops working. What works today may not work tomorrow, and it probably won't. So the best approach is continually test and learn more. Never stop. That's when people come to me and be like, oh, Neil, you're an awesome marketer. I don't think I'm awesome. I still have a lot to learn. I can learn something from everyone in here. You guys all know stuff that I don't know. And that's the attitude you guys all need if you want to succeed in marketing or anything in life. Look, you're going to get overwhelmed with all the information, and that's okay. Start with the low-hanging fruit. Now, there's 3 types of people. Those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who are wondering, what just happened? Be the person who makes things happen. Don't just sit there and stand around. Now, let's get into Q&A. I can answer any questions you guys have. And oh, by the way, we do have a Utah office. If you're looking for a job, we have a ton of openings. Email Kelly at mpxl.com. Someone who's in charge of our HR sitting here in the front, she's like shaking her head, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I don't know your email address, so I'm not going to say it out loud.
Just come talk to me.
This guy is serious about cameras. This is quite the setup, my friend.
Thank you.
I love it. I got the same setup.
Yeah, yours does the same thing, just a little different.
This is awesome. Can I get some video of this?
Yeah, sure, man.
This is so cool.
It's so cool.
This is like a whole thing.
Did you get footage of our booth for the video?
I did.
That's beautiful. Popcorn. You're good. Marissa.
Some good people here, right here, yeah.
Kelly's thinking about life with Neil.
No, man.
Jump in. Jump in.
You gotta jump in. We gotta record you. How about we record?
Okay.
There you go, there you go.
It's already recording.
All right, you go in there.
We can sit over here if you want.
All right, Rylan, let's see what you can get.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're gonna crush it.
All right, Ryland's about to go in there for a cash grab.
Put it in your pocket. And go again.
It's not recording, it's red.
Oh, hey. Ryan, what happened? Stop recording.
Help us.
Oh, it's still going.
Oh, it's still going.
Watch, I'm gonna get like $2.
I think you'll get more. Pick him up from the ground, cheat.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Shaking him like.
This is crazy.
It's a good thing you can sell better than you can do that.
20 seconds left. 40 seconds. I'm gonna be rich. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see how much you won.
All right. I gotta go to Mr. Cameraman.
I went around.
I got it all on my shirt and everything.
Oh, look at that technique.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on a minute.
Crazy.
Hold on a minute. Oh, there's a fake 20. That's a real 20, right?
That's right, that's a 20.
I think. Wait, there's more in here.
Every pocket.
There you go.
Oh my God. Look at
Strategy,
that.
baby. Strategy. I think that's it. And some gum.
There you go.
All right.
All right, so let's see what you're at.
Put on table and account for this.
Here we go.
See you in there for like 10 minutes?
Yeah, right? Thanks, Neil, for being my cameraman.
No worries, let's see what we're at.
Yeah, what you get?
Look at that, $2 bills. There's a 20.
Does a 20? Does that count as a 20?
Yeah. Sure does. Gotta catch the micro.
6 or 7, 8 or 9,
Woo.
40, 41.
That was a workout, not gonna lie.
Cardio for the 5%. 45, 60,
It was perfect.
72.
Yeah!
All that money.
Is that a record or what?
Some sort of record. It's close.
Dang it. That was really good.
That's really good. Most people only average $40.
Confidence boost right there. That was
That's
really
right.
good.
Good for you.
All right, what do you want to buy?
Yeah, what do you want to buy?
I want it all. No, I'm joking.
buy stuff, you don't get the cash?
I know. What is this?
If there's real bills, you got it all.
Is that it? I win.
Wait, did you get this?
There you go. Now you have it all.
We had blankets.
Thanks, Neil. Thanks, guys. Oh yeah.
Lehigh. Okay, not far at all.
Yeah, not far.
In that Newbie building.
In the Newbie building.
In the Newbie building.
Okay, we're moving our main headquarters from Alpine right up to the Canopy building, so
There you
we'll
go.
all be neighbors.
Right across the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually just bought a house up there because we were closing on our lease.
Traverse Mountain?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
so I'm like, well, now my commute's going to be like nothing. So
There you go, dude.
pretty exciting. Looking forward to it.
It's awesome.
Also, way to go.
I know,
That
right?
was super impressive.
Neil forced
I
me
didn't
into
know
it,
you
but-
even had that many pockets. So
That's why I wore the jacket.
Good job.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And I heard there's one other secret that somebody, I don't know if they've tried yet today, but stand where the updraft is and then use
Lift up your shirt. I
to
thought of
grab
that too. My shirt wasn't prepared for that. It's way too tight. All right, well, that was more fun than I thought. Leaving the conference, got a lot of goodies. You see me kick that money around? I was kicking that green and catching it, putting it in my pockets, all my pockets. Man, that was good. And Neil Patel, thanks for being my cameraman. Much appreciated. Have a safe trip, my friend. Goodbye, my friend. There's our car. And we out. We out of here. See you, Texas. Or Utah. See you, Utah.